Space is open to us now. We go into space.
I've been holding my action. It's time to go.
Hello, we are the Dix in the Dark, and you have found our Dungeons and Dragons live stream. If you're here, smash that like button, hit subscribe, all that YouTube stuff, and, you know, for Dungeons and Dragons. How are you guys doing? Garrett, what's going on?
Not much. I'm here. I'm ready.
Sweet. Dan, are you feeling better?
I am feeling better. My God. The vid got me last week, so yeah, but I'm definitely feeling better.
Excellent. Cameron,
Yo,
what's going on?
not much. Last week I had a bit of a PC scare where I thought my system entirely fried, but it turned out to be just the PSU, so I got that fixed over the weekend.
All right. That's it's
yeah.
not too bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, you would not be seeing me like this. You'd be seeing
that'd be unfortunate.
really
for
old
you.
Cameron from my laptop, which I think I used before we even started the, recording the actual campaign.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Nice. Harro, how's it going?
Yeah.
You're very quiet.
I don't know.
Let's see. We'll turn you up. Talk now. No?
Hello.
We'll really turn you up. Hello?
Hello.
Bro, you gotta
Well,
get turned up.
You're still quiet, but that's okay. You'll just have to
Cool.
yell or something. It'll be all right. And Jay, what's going on?
I don't know. Like I was thinking real hard, and like the sun disappeared yesterday.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
don't know what happened.
it was disappointing here.
It happened there too.
No, I mean it didn't. It didn't actually seem like it happened here because it was all overcast and like the sky didn't even really get that dark, and it was.
No, I'm joking. Like I don't know.
lame.
Like if it, I just know like literally it seemed like it was overcast, I guess, but I don't know. It just felt like all of a sudden it got really bright. So it was more like, I guess like it was overcast. I didn't see it, and then all of a sudden like the sun came out again, so it was bright. It was just in the house, so I don't know.
Like a whole bunch of alpacas showed up in my yard.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
it was the alpacalypse.
Oh, you're so awful.
Did the aliens
Well-
come out? Did the aliens come out of the like the sun?
They came
the
out.
hole?
They came out of your butt.
Yeah. How about we get a vibe?
Oh yeah.
Garrett, let's bust this vibe out.
Oh my God!
There it is,
It
guys.
finally happened.
Woo!
That is that is the aliens coming out of your butt vibe. Is what that is.
Yeah, right.
I really should pull up Roll D20 because I missed the whole vibe.
It was
You're
a
gonna
1.
see.
Oh,
We got our first critical vibe.
I thought it was like a 20 by the way everyone reacted.
Well,
No, because
I
we
mean,
roll a
it's-
1d69.
yeah. So, and we just had a discussion. Maybe you might have missed the discussion about how in all the time of playing, we've never rolled a 1 or a 69. Like we literally just had that like maybe
Yeah,
a
like
week
last
or two
week.
ago.
Yeah,
Was it
yeah, I
last
think
week?
so.
Yeah. So
Hell yeah.
Wow.
excellent. Great vibe.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here with me today on this vibey day. All right. So, let's see. Last time on Up and Away, volume 3. So, I guess we had Sid, Timmy, Chud, Kegel, and Jake Tungsten.
That's right.
They made their way to, well, of course, the whole crew of the Destiny, who is not going to Zwariawandi, made their way to Pargamenti, the Planetoid of Junk, which we visited before, but the lights were out and nobody was home. Well, somebody was home, but they were dead. That's the Janky Jankies. You went down to the surface, those characters in the Albatross, and they found that the door had been blown open to the Janky Jankies workshop. They had been killed, and there were giant green alien rats that were feeding on the bodies and lurking around, and you had to fight those off. It turned out that there was a copy of Timmy's winning speedster that was just being finished up, and it was in runnable condition. So since everything was all the lights were out, the gang piled in the speedster and is headed to the power station. Um, the other thing that's important to note is that because life support is out, everybody has to be in a suit, and ripping those suits is not a good thing. Chud also, at the moment, is back at the Albatross, monitoring things there. They didn't bring Heroes down because there's unfortunately not a suit for Heroes, which is a problem that Chud, I'm sure, is going to want to rectify. I'll have to talk to Matt about getting Heroes a spacesuit. So I think that is where we are right now. Any questions?
And if I remember correctly, we've ripped or used 2 repair kits out of the 3 we have. Right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Be very careful.
Very, very careful. All right. So
cruising along here to the power station.
Timmy's cruising along. He's having to go, fairly slowly. He's in the standard auto mode, wheeled mode, because there's big piles of junk. It's like a junkyard essentially. So there's like big piles of junk everywhere. So it's kind of a little bit like a maze. And it's a lot darker than it was when you were here before. You're in this vehicle. Was it just Timmy? Is Timmy the only one who? No, Timmy and Kegel, but Kegel never went to the power station. Have Timmy.
Are you saying who's in the vehicle? I thought we were all in the vehicle.
I think he's
all
talking about who went to the power station the first time.
Who's been to the power station before that's with you? And I think that's Timmy. So let's go ahead and have Timmy make. Let's do a wisdom check to see if Timmy has a good memory. All right.
Oh yeah, Timmy remembers.
Weren't we in the power station and fighting the rats?
No, that was in the power station.
You were in the Janky Jankies, the Quizclorum and Bill and Bob's.
The automotive bay shop.
Yeah, like their shop, which is where Kegel was hanging out before. So she's really familiar with that place, but she never went to the power station.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was going.
No, it's cool. So you're driving, and let's see. I'm hoping. Is this map gonna work? It is not. Let's see here. Let me ask you. Can anybody see anything?
A little, actually.
Yeah.
On the very bottom right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm seeing the light coming out of the car. So
Excellent.
But now I can see.
Excellent. That's perfect. Okay. I was hoping that you guys would be able to see that. So, Timmy's driving, and he is aware that there's a turn up here. So beyond, maybe, what is that? Maybe about 80 feet or so. There's a turn up here to the right. And just past that turn is the power station, but it is a blind turn.
All right. I mean, that's fine. I'll just I'll approach.
How fast are you driving?
Let's see. Since there's like junk everywhere, probably like, I don't know, 30 miles an hour.
Okay, so you're going pretty slow, pretty carefully.
Yeah. Driving in a residential neighborhood, you know.
Gotcha. So you start to move up and kind of make your turn, and immediately when you start to do that, see this red beam like kind of cut across your vision.
What the hell? Just like suddenly, or I'm just
Yeah,
not
like
seeing it?
like just as you're getting kind of getting ready to kind of go around this turn here, so you can see kind of like the end of the pile of junk is right here. So you're getting ready to kind of make this turn because
Right.
the station is up here. You see this beam.
Well, that's no good. Does it just continue?
It
Or
just continues. It continues until there's a pile of junk right here. So it stops at the pile of junk.
okay.
Doesn't appear to be a laser or destructive because it's not like burning or destroying that pile. It's just kind of this like thin red beam.
Okay. I'm going to kind of creep around the turn a little bit more so I can get a better angle to see where it's coming from. So something like that.
So
Did you
once
move
you
the back
do
of the
that,
car? Were you like Tokyo drifting? Is that what was going on there?
You know, my first thought was to Tokyo Drift, but I just had flashbacks of us destroying our speedster in the race 5 minutes in. So I was like, probably not the best.
when you do that, you notice that the beam is starting to move over towards you.
Uh-huh.
Are you going to attempt to back up, or are you going to let the beam come in
Okay.
contact with the speedster?
I see that it's like moving, so like right before, as it's kind of tilting its vision to like lock on to the speedster.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna like rev my engine like at the start of a race, like uh get the RPMs going, and right as it's about to touch the car, I'm going to let it rip and zoom past. Let's see. Let me
So
break
like you're gonna go like forward basically.
Yeah,
like
I'm
that.
gonna go forward, and then I'm gonna like, hold on, how do I gonna go forward like this? Linger? and then I'm gonna like drift and like hit it with the car.
Oh, I see what you're gonna do. Okay, I see. So you're gonna go forward and then you're gonna like cut the wheel and go.
Oh yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, okay. All right, right. I like it. I like it. Okay, so
It's about family.
it's it's
About
definitely
family.
it's definitely about family. All
Oh
right.
yeah.
Okay. Go
That actually
ahead.
wasn't a sound effect. That was outside of Steve's house because he lives in a neighborhood with like
With some jerk that is always like revving his engine. Yes, that's true. Um, okay. Go ahead and roll your driving test. I mean, check test.
What is that? Just like piloting?
Piloting, yeah.
Sure. And you said that was int or is that dex?
Dext.
Oh, I've got it like that.
All right. Okay. So all right. So the car speeds over here, and then Timmy does this drift move where he screeches and then plows into this thing. And let's see. Go ahead and roll me 6d6.
Okay.
All right. So you lost a little bit of momentum, like because you kind of screeched around, and then you had to like restart your run to hit him. You didn't have as much time, so
Sure.
you weren't going as fast. But whatever this thing is, and it was kind of like floating a little bit off the ground, and it's pretty large too. You smash into the front of it and then smash that into the front of the power station. And at the moment, it's between your speedster and the power station. It's like sparking, and it is initiative.
All right.
Pop this
For the car.
turn over. So here's the thing. I'm gonna say that everybody can roll individually, just because at the moment the car isn't like the speedster's not moving. It's like so I would go ahead and have everybody roll.
Guess we do not show up on the turn tracker.
Oh shoot! You know what? I meant to.
Drag some tokens.
Yeah, I actually have some tokens already. They're just in a different layer, which is how I was able to get you guys to still be able to see the map.
Oh. Huh?
Just all the way down there.
Go ahead and fix that.
So yeah, you're just like drag all these guys up here. And yeah, you're basically in the car. You know where you are.
Sure.
All right. So oh, hey, did that work?
Did what work?
No, those aren't right. I was gonna say, did your initiatives show up? But old initiatives showed up.
My real initiative showed up.
Oh, did it? Let's
Yes.
see. I could probably switch them.
Actually, mine is supposed to be 3.
Eagle initiative.
I see what's going on. I was trying to reorient Jake, but I can't. But he's below the layer of the car, and I just keep grabbing the car.
Oh, yeah. Here.
There we are.
Here, I can, let's see. I'll put the car to the back. All right, let's see. Kegel? Jay? Kegel?
There we go.
There we go. You didn't click on this thing, but that's okay. I'll fix
I
it.
was trying to. I couldn't. I thought I did.
I couldn't see.
Well, it's like my screen's like all like like sized up weird. So used to have a massive screen for work.
All right. So, it looks like Jake is up first. And the role of Jake Tungsten will be played by Dungeon Dan for this episode.
Hello. So let me ask you this, because would Jake know what this is?
Mm,
Would he have an idea of what this is?
I mean, he would probably have an idea that this was some kind of like killer drone that was meant to be like a guard.
Okay. And it
If he
still
had to
seems,
guess.
and does it still seem to be active?
It still seems to be active, yes.
Okay,
But
so
right now
Jake,
it's pinned.
all right, so Jake's gonna lean out and fire. He's gonna
Okay.
lean out the window and fire.
All right. So
Is
he's
what he's gonna do.
okay.
Oh, damn.
Oh damn.
Nice. Okay.
Damn, Jake.
Jake leans out the window and he takes shot and the thing an explosion off the side of it. It's like sparking and sputtering. It still seems like it's active, but only just barely. And is that Kegel?
Yeah.
What you doing?
I don't know. I'm trying to like figure out what I'm doing. I guess I'll shoot at this thing with my pistol.
With your pistol?
Yeah, I'll save some of my magic.
So Kegel leans out the window and
It goes pew pew.
pew pew. You do hit it and with Kegel's shot, the thing kind of sputters and stops.
We better be careful. There might be a couple more of those around. You never know.
You don't even know what it was.
Yeah, you
He
missed
was
that
going to go
conversation.
examine it.
Kegel gets out and takes a look at this thing, and it's yeah, it looks like it's a large, about like 3.5 foot drone that it looked like it had a pretty big laser on the front, but it got smashed up against the car, and yeah, it's pretty wrecked now,
Did it look
and
like
it's
it?
also kind of smashed between the vehicle and the power station.
Right. Did it look like it could cause damage? Like it had like the ability to like pew pew.
Yeah, yeah, certainly. I mean, there's probably stuff inside. It probably could be salvaged.
That's what I was
Oh,
trying to
definitely.
do. I want to salvage some pew pew parts.
I'm going to back up the car a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys can get to it and go ahead and salvage that bad boy.
Yeah, let's
Does it?
salvage some.
Let me
some.
ask you this: does it? What does does it seem like it was built by anybody particular?
um yeah, go make an intelligence check for Jake. He's not too stupid.
No, he's not that bad.
So I would like to, if possible, like turn our speedster into something out of Thunderdome. Like
Oh.
straight up, it's Mad Max, a car with weaponry, and everything else.
Yeah, okay, Argyle.
You Drake is I mean Jake is thinking that that this thing looks like it's sin make.
Hey, guys, I think this was left here by the Sin.
And Kegel feels like that she could kind of confirm that because she's definitely seen enough like of the Sin technology on those ships that yeah, this, as she's kind of like salvaging through, this looks similar. Jay, go ahead and roll me a percentile. D100. Eyes are so dry.
I'm working on it.
He's working on it.
It's working
Working
on
on a
it.
coal mine going downtown.
Okay. All right. Um and then go ahead and roll me a power tech skill.
Our text. My computer sounds right now like it's a freaking freight train. With the
Really?
fan and it's like, well, it's like it's old and like this thing is like it's about on its last legs. So like fan, this is like it's crazy going up. Power tech.
No.
Uh,
Oh no.
I'm very
Uh you're like messing with it, and then like you're trying to you're trying to like get the weapon disconnected from the thing, and you've like pulled a couple of wires and made a couple of disconnections, and then all of a sudden the thing, it starts to get like really hot, and it
I'll
looks
run
like
away.
it's like glowing.
I'm
Oh,
running.
Yeah, Jake's gonna like dive
I was
behind the
just like,
car.
I'm like, run!
Timmy's gonna get back in the car and start fucking reversing.
Everybody runs back. Let's see.
I'll back.
It's Kegel. since you were the closest, go ahead and make a saving throw versus breath weapon.
I didn't roll crit or anything.
Yeah, you did.
What?
Yeah, you did.
I thought I rolled an 8.
You did.
Well, I thought you rolled a 20 for some
No, I
reason.
rolled an 8. I rolled an 8.
Wait, what? What did
Are you
I
guys
swear
seeing
to God,
different things?
that
I
is
swear to
super
God,
that
It
is
looks like a
super
20 on the screen.
that is
I
super
saw it.
weird.
yeah, I saw a
I
20.
rolled
Did
a
you?
percentile of a 20.
No, you
Did you
rolled a
ask?
percentile of a 2021, but when you
And then you
rolled your
and then you
powered
asked me
tech
and then
roll,
you
you
asked
did
me to
roll
run
an 8.
you asked me to roll my
No,
skill. And
I'm so, dude. It's roll 20. Roll
Mhm.
20
Yeah.
did some shenanigans because
Interesting.
it definitely
It
showed
did.
a 20
I was
Yeah,
kind of
it showed a
wondering what you
20,
guys
right?
were
because it was
reacting.
on the stream.
look at power attack right now where
No, no, you're right. You're right because I can see it definitely in the
That's why I was
Yeah, it's an
confused.
8. It's an 8 for sure.
No.
So no, you totally made it. So ignore all that.
Okay.
Okay.
I was looking.
So how the
Yeah,
skills
Yeah.
work? You have to roll below or
yeah. You
roll
have to. In this version, you roll below, but the
which
thing
is
that
below
confused
my
me is I was looking
intelligence.
at the map. I was looking at the battle map, like the table, and I was
Okay.
looking at the 3D die, and
Yeah.
on the dice it said 20,
Yeah.
but it
It
was
absolutely
wrong.
On
did.
mine it said 8, which is really weird because I saw
That's
an 8.
super strange.
Wow.
But in the chat, like in the log, it's an 8. So you're good. So ignore that. Ignore all that stuff about. God damn it! Fucking roll 20, you piece of shit.
You want a sponsor?
All right.
Yeah. Be better.
No.
Do
No.
better. Roll 20.
Literally, I just went back and looked,
Yeah,
and absolutely
it
on
was it
screen
was a
says
20 for sure
it
on
says
on
it
the
says 20.
screen, but
Mhm.
it's definitely an 8. All right, so all right, rewind a little bit. Kegel is actually not blown up. She's able to she's able to extract this laser cannon as well as power source and control from this large drone, and she's gonna need some muscle to get it back over to the speedster though, because
Okay.
it's a
I'll be kind
bunch.
of like, thank you guys.
All right. Yeah. Um, uh, Jake, Jake,
Jake.
Jake. Yeah, Jake. Jake will come over and help.
What's that? You need some help? I can help. I'll go, so we'll go lift.
Wait, Sid or the zombie?
Sid.
Oh, okay. so so Jake goes over and he like picks up the thing, and then Sid like kind of puts his hand under one part, and
Really?
they get
Really?
Kind of actually like pulling one side down more than lifting it up, honestly.
yeah, probably pulling it down. Actually, Jake picks up the part and Sid is like a couple inches off the ground, and he's like, "Thanks for helping, buddy."
Can I figure out like by looking at this thing how many parts I can what it's going to take to make like a pretty cool like energy weapon?
I mean, you've extracted the weapon part of it, so like
Right, but like in order to retrofit it on the car
that's going to be a
or the
little bit
speedster.
more difficult. However, if you can get the power back on, you know that all of the tools and everything that you need, because you did it before. Remember the janky jankies, you
Yes,
assisted
I
them
know.
putting that like that big gun on the one ship at Argyle's request. So they definitely have all the stuff back at the shop. You just got to get the power on now.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll tell them enough that we can do that at some point, and we'll get a couple of those. If we can find a couple, we'll really soup up a speedster that we'll do some crazy stuff with. if we can get it back on the ship.
Okay.
We'll have our own
Alright.
speedster.
So yeah, you put what's left of the weapon. You like stick it in the trunk of the speedster, and yeah, now you're here in front of the power station.
All right. Well, now we got that.
You got to multiply. Are you going to do it?
Hmm?
You got to multiply. Are you going to do it?
No.
It's the power station.
Oh.
Are you gonna do it?
All right. So Timmy walks up to the entrance door of the power station and tries to open it.
So there's no power.
Robert Palmer is standing in your way.
Yeah, there's no power at the moment. So it looks like you're going to either have to try and muscle it or try your battery trick.
Battery trick? Where we like hook it
Yeah,
up
if you
to-
recall, when you were here before, in order to open some doors, you were able to rig up one of the power sources, like one of your like portable power sources, to the door in order to give the door enough power to open. And basically, now that you're trained in that, that's essentially just your open doors like thief roll.
Okay. Let me go to that. Ba.
Hey guys,
If I can find open doors there.
I've got an idea. God, it's so nice playing somebody who's actually kind of smart.
He's average.
Maybe instead of using your little battery there, maybe we ought to hook the car up, hook the speedster up, and maybe we can power more of the building and get some light on in there.
That's not actually a bad idea, if it's possible. Steve, I'm not seeing this open doors. Is it open locks?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Open locks. That's what I meant.
There you go.
I love Steve. Steve, I love how his class is host.
One of them. It's
One of his classes.
It's one of his classes. He's a fighter, retired hero, and host.
But host is the actual class on the character sheet. It's
Yeah.
just, he's host.
Because that's what he is now. He's a host. He's a media celebrity. Anyway,
Well,
all right.
Now he's a renegade. So
Yeah. So
Hmm.
if you bring the speedster up close, go ahead and make a powered tech roll.
Ooh.
Now, there's somebody that could help you with that roll.
what happened?
Did you guys see that?
Roll 20 is not is
It was
doing
bugging the hell out.
doing
That's a
some
16,
shady shit
yeah.
with these dice.
I just did it again because it just
Ah.
rolled. It just rolled. It rolled that 12, and I saw it roll the
Yeah,
12.
It rolled a
and then it
16.
says a
And then
16 on
it
screen.
literally rolled a 16.
Yes.
But no, it re-rolled.
It did. It's done some shady, some weird stuff. I wonder if that's what happened when Jay rolled his. Like if it rolled an 8, but then like re-rolled so quickly that we didn't notice.
Maybe.
Yeah. Speaking of Kegel, Kegel could probably spend a token because she's smart too.
Hey, Gale, help me out with this thing. I can't get it hooked up properly. Hello?
I was
Eagle?
on the kitchen. I'm trying to make some food. What'd you say?
So Kegel, get over here and help me with this door, goddammit.
The door.
I would say Timmy failed his power attack roll to hook the speedster up to the door. So I was saying you could, or you could just do that. You just
I
do it
roll a
for
2.
him. One or the other. I was saying you could have
Sure.
spent a token, but maybe you save your
I ain't
token for
gonna
something more
spend a
epic.
token. You might use need for something else.
True. I'm just
Isn't
trying to get you to
spending
waste those
tokens
tokens.
good though? Like,
It
don't we build up like a social link or something if we do
It
it enough
is.
times?
It is good though. Jay's like he's like I want to save the token for something epic.
Gotcha.
Basically,
Until he
like
forgets
yeah.
and never uses the goddamn token.
Yeah,
Yeah, when's the
exactly.
last time
Right.
someone used a token on this stream?
Yeah, it's
Uh,
been a while.
Actually, I think Argyle.
Yeah, I think
Wasn't it
it probably
Argyle?
was Argyle. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Kegel's able to get the power hooked up, and yeah. Now go ahead and make your open locks roll. Oh, I gotta make the roll. I forgot.
45 out of
that
100.
Yeah, that shows me what it is. Ooh, right. So Timmy's able to get the door open, and you're able to go inside the power station. It looks familiar, but a lot cleaner, a lot nicer looking. And Timmy, when he gets inside, pretty much right away, he can see the problem.
Yeah, what's the problem?
It looks like all of the switches on the side, like there's like a kind of like a big switch box in here, and they're all just pulled down.
Huh. Well, do I need to make a check to push them up to on
Not
right?
really.
All right, well, I'll do that.
So you start pushing things up, and it's like, and lights just start coming on, and things are, things are just. I mean, the whole place just like lights up. You can
Ah,
hear like the generators going again, and like things are going, and like the whole place just lights up, and everything seems to come on, and the readings are starting. You can see like this front room is like a computer room. There's like diagnostics and stuff, and like the levels are starting to come back up.
well, that was easier than I thought it would be. Okay, so I'm gonna walk up to the computer and check some diagnostics, maybe some footage from when it got shut down.
So you go to pull any kind of footage, and it seems like the footage about an hour prior to the power outage has been deleted, or it's just not there.
Okay. Um. All right. Well, if I don't find anything, of interest, I guess we're kind of done here, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you take a little bit of time to look around, yeah, it seems like everything is in good order. Like all the fuses are in their like proper spots. All the rods are aligned. Everything is good, and you. The only thing is that if you go into the right rod room, you kind of like wander around. You find, unfortunately, another one of the janky jankies. Um, he looks like he has like a giant hole in his chest,
Like you just got
and
blasted.
he just got blasted, and he's just dead in the room. But other than that, everything
Um.
looks normal.
Eh, pool sold. But I guess if that was the extent of their, you know, their troublemaking, the sin troublemaking here, I guess we can head back.
All right. Anybody else need to do anything here? You've got that thing in your the weapon in your speedster.
Guess not.
And at this point, things have normalized, and you think you can actually take your helmets off,
All right.
breathe the air without dying.
So what did we come to this planet for originally? Like, what was our goal here?
Information. We thought the Janky Janky knew about the planet info.
Oh, where the planet of info is. Is that something that we should look up in the systems here, or maybe systems back at the bay?
There is most of the computers here in the power station are like related to that sort of thing. Back at the bay, Kegel would know and probably tell you that, oh, like their central computer system is there. It's better to go back to the workshop.
Okay. Then
Guys, we might want to call if the coast is clear down here. We might want to go ahead and have some people come down. I hate to say it, but these janky jankies aren't using this anymore. We'll need to scavenge what we can so we can repair the ship.
Sure. If you want to go ahead and radio that in, I'm sure that's possible.
All right. So
Jake will do that. Jake will contact the ship and talk to people about that.
okay. So you make it back to the the workshop here, and all the lights are on, all the power is on, and yeah, unfortunately, see, it's definitely Quizquillarum Janky Janky that was killed in this thing here. Probably the best place for Jake to notify the ship would be to go visit Chud in the Albatross, and also let him know that, hey, we're back. But he probably already knows, because I'm sure he's monitoring things, and saw all the lights come back on. So once you're inside there, Jake's contacting the ship. What's everybody else doing?
Timmy is going to find their main computer terminal and start doing some research, some information. For
Oh.
information.
So Timmy has found their main computer terminal, and he begins to do some searches on the computer. And is Kegel going to
Yep.
set to work on her project?
Yep. She's gonna put it right square in the middle of the hood, like in the front part.
Okay.
Yeah, right in the middle.
Okay. And what is Sid gonna do?
I'm actually going to assist Timmy for this information. Just try to give him help in the searching, since Sid has done a lot of research.
That makes perfect sense.
You can control F, by the way, to search. Might speed things up here.
Nice.
There's actually enough room for both of you to there's a lot of room over here, so you can each kind of get in, and Sid can go ahead and make his research check. Timmy can make an intelligence check, and Kegel can make a powered tech check.
Wow. Surprised I got that.
Not bad.
Um, I am going to go grab a plate of dinner. I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Okay, not bad. All right, so let's see. Kegel is working on this thing, trying to get this mounted up to the car, to the speedster. There is this great big there's this great big arm here that she's able to utilize. It's like a big robotic arm that's like so she's able to kind of like pick up the thing and like place it where she needs to. There's like a lift for the vehicle so that she can get that in the right position as well. Um, Jake Jake sent the message to the Destiny. And Guy is going to get some crew members and bring Ganger 1 down because it's like large and there's a lot of space. But it'll fit through the hole. It's small enough to enter the potato, but big enough to have like space to do to collect some things. So
Well, that's definitely what she said.
yeah, so Guy's gonna bring Ganger 1 down with some crew members to see if they can't
You should
collect
should
some
bring Matt.
information.
You should bring Matt with you.
Yes, we'll definitely be sending Matt down. This is the commander out. Um
This is Jake Tungsten signing off.
yeah. So Sid and Timmy both are able to narrow down what appears to be possibly directions or some kind of information about the planet of information info. Uh, However, it's saying that it needs print identification, and in front of one of the terminals, there are like 3 equally spaced pads.
Okay. And there were no. Were there any surviving? Oh, there was a zombie. Could I have my zombie walk over here and like? Is it like a hand scanner kind of thing?
It does look like a hand scanner, yeah.
All right. Yeah. Could I have my zombie walk over and put hands on it?
Okay. You have the corpse of Bill Bob come over, and
Lay on hands the
it
computer.
has 4 hands. Because remember, it's like yeah. These guys are all mutated. So
Nice. And there was only three panels.
yeah.
You said okay. Then yeah, if I can hit all 3, or if he can hit all 3, do a left, right, right.
Okay, so the zombie places its still fairly fresh hands on the 3 pads as directed, and after a little code, it appears that you have access to this file.
What's it tell us?
So you open the file and you start to go through it. Fortunately, it's in Galcom, so you can basically understand it. But it's not exactly what you expected. The first part of it seems to be instructions on creating some sort of a talisman.
Okay.
The second part, if you're reading it correctly, seems to be to, once complete, taking that talisman to a planet that is hidden inside a nebula, going to specific coordinates on this planet in order to use the talisman to find what would be the current location of the planet of information.
Wow. So this is like a whole ordeal.
The talisman looks like it's fairly easy to construct. It doesn't look like it would be that bad. And as far as you can tell, yeah, when you cross-reference with nav records, that that nebula, it there's no record of a planet inside it, but according to these instructions there are. That nebula is not that far away.
All right. Well, let's copy these instructions to take with us to the Destiny and make our way.
Okay. You download the instructions onto a multi and get that going. Kegel, go ahead and give me one more powered tech roll. And while all these guys are doing all this stuff, is Chud doing anything? Just been chilling at the ship.
I guess chilling at the ship.
Just still just chilling at the ship.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you're able to download that stuff and Kegel, one more powered tech. You had some difficulty with the final install, but at the very end, you were able to get this this weapon.
By the skin of my teeth.
What's that?
By the skin of my teeth.
By the skin of your teeth, you're able to get this weapon installed in the into the front of this speedster, and so now you have a speedster. You've collected some valuable pieces of information from the janky janky, as well as some memory chips here and some other various things. Let's see. Yeah, the the crew that came down with the Ganger one, they were able to get a decent amount of tech to bring back to the Destiny for repairs, and
How do we get tech back to the Destiny though?
Jake Jake called the ship, and the ship sent Guy down with Gengar One, which is kind of the largest, ship that you
Can,
have that's not the
can I fit the
Destiny.
can I get the speedster in there?
Um, the Speedster probably won't fit in Gengar One, but it can definitely be like Gengar One can definitely like tractor the Speedster back up to
Okay.
the ship.
Yeah, I
You
want to
can
get the
you can
speedster.
absolutely get that Speedster up to the ship.
The other thing that we're going to look for down here
Mhm.
is we're going to resupply food, medical, and other stuff.
Not
Okay.
behind much of that probably.
They're not going to be using it, so we might as well.
So
So
you start to look around.
we're just gonna scavenge the place.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
you you start to scavenge to make sure that that all of the final things that you can get, anything that you could possibly get. Um, there is one other thing that you notice that is actually pretty alarming, and
Mhm.
that is that though like you really only interacted with like the janky family and those like mech chaos guys, you know that there were other guts here. Like it wasn't like totally devoid of life.
Right.
But now it's totally devoid of life. And other than like the jankies whom you found murdered, you can't find any trace of anyone else.
I'm eating pudding
There-
with a knife. I'm doing a really good job of it.
Like a sharp knife or a butter knife?
It's like a plastic butter knife kind of, but it's
Ah,
got like
okay.
it's serrated though.
Serrated, be careful.
There's definitely a chance of me cutting my lip like really
Cutting
bad.
your tongue.
Yeah, but I'm doing a really good job at it. I thought I pulled out like a spoon, but I pulled out a knife, and out of sheer laziness, I'm using this.
Yeah. Somebody give me a percentage roll, and then somebody else give me another percentage roll.
I can do
Percentage
one.
roll. Coming up. Choose your percentage.
yeah,
Okay.
basically.
So you actually found a decent amount of medical supplies, which probably could have helped the janky, but they're not going to need them anymore. You also found a decent amount of food. However, the food is interesting. I mean, it's edible by humanoids, but these guys have some strange tastes. You might have to get used to some of their food if you are if you if you're in a pinch and have to eat any of it.
Does any of the equipment here? Do we not have it on the ship that we need to use, like a hoist or any kind of mechanical equipment?
I mean, if you're wanting to, you've got a pretty decent sized crew at the moment. It depends on how much time you want to spend getting stuff. I mean, you could like, for example, you could take that arm.
We can time lapse this, is what I'm saying.
Well,
Like,
yeah. Well, that's
we
but
lost
that
a
well,
lot of crew, and like, Keegan wants to build a garage.
Where? On the Destiny?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, that's pretty cool.
yeah. I mean,
So-
there's definitely stuff that you can take. How long are you willing to spend dismantling, carrying things
Like I said,
back
it's
to the
time lapse,
Destiny?
but it's up to everyone else.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you can take as much time as you want. It's the question is, actually, you know what? Probably it would come down to command. So if they request time, um, the commander is going to give you 4 hours. You got 4 hours to get this stuff because we really have to, time is of the essence. So whatever you can get in 4 hours. If you're mainly concerned with getting just like a lot of stuff from this shop, you can get a decent amount. You can get lifts and the arm and some
Yeah,
other
stuff that we don't
things.
have on the ship that would be really helpful in stuff like that. So
Okay, all right. So
One
in the
other
4 hours, what's that?
One other thing. Because we have 4 hours. Jake is going to do one other thing.
Okay.
He's going to get into the computer.
Mm.
And he's going to try to access the Janky's bank account. Because if I mean,
Nice.
that's the thing. If we can get it, right?
True.
You don't even know what
Okay.
type of you don't know what form of payment they take or they
Well,
anything
no,
about
it's credits. It's credits. That's it. It's credits.
It requires two-factor authentication on the Janky
Yeah.
Janky.
Yeah.
Yankees might like junk for payment. I mean, who knows?
Well, that is true. There's probably a bartering sort of a thing that could be going on there. But you know what? Go ahead and have Jake make an intelligence roll.
Good roll. Good trick.
You never know. A good roll might net you some cash.
Yeah.
Then again, a bad roll might. Yeah.
You find 2 saltine crackers.
Yeah. If they had any credits that were somehow accessible,
I
well,
accidentally locked the account.
yeah. What? It's locked. Damn
you
it.
Caused, you actually caused Bitcoin to like the dip.
Oh my god.
Yes. So that is basically that's basically what happens. What happens there? So yeah, not able to get anything else, but
Oh, we
once
probably
you've
took all this stuff. We took all this stuff. I can guarantee you that.
yeah. No, of course you did. Once you scavenged everything from this place that you possibly could have scavenged, you finally pack up the last of the things into the albatross and into the Ganger one. You attach the Ganger one to the bottom, or the Ganger one to the bottom of the Speedster. The Speedster to the bottom of the Ganger one to carry it back to the ship, and you make your way uh, back up to the Destiny, and you report all of your findings to the commander, and then from
Oh
here,
god. Oh
what I would
god.
like to do is
Oh no.
we're gonna check in
Oh
with our
no.
friend.
I just realized something. All of these people on this planetoid are dead. Right?
Or missing. Yeah.
Are missing or dead. We've looted the place completely. And left our fingerprints and DNA all over it.
Well,
Eh,
if anyone wants to come after us, they can just go ahead and try.
I mean, yeah. Um, I need to get some more drink and run to the restroom real quick. So I'm gonna put the B back on. We'll take a short break. Stick with us, and we'll be back with a little bit of Argyle.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So Jay, Jay.
Yeah.
So without being too terribly specific, you you were away for a while. You had a little respite from work. How did that go?
Why?
Are you laughing?
No, I'm coughing.
Oh,
A
you're
food in my
oh,
mouth.
Are you laughing?
oh, okay.
No, I'm dying.
No, munching on stuff and like
Ah,
choking
What
on
do
it
you-
as I'm.
What are you
that-
eating?
that's pudding with a knife. That's what he's eating.
Oh, that's right, pudding with a
I
knife.
was, and then I switched over to something else. So
But was it a relaxing trip? Was it a good trip? Bad trip?
well, it was fine. You know, it's what it always is. So
That's good.
oh, yeah. So oh,
Neat.
oh,
Oh man, that the Atari 400 Mini is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
That's good.
Yeah, it's funny. It makes me wonder. I'm like, what we're why didn't we have more video games for the 800?
Because the system wasn't very popular.
But there were games, and we had one.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is like, why didn't we, like us as a family, like you had an 800, but we always got games. I mean, yes, there were a lot more games for the 2600, but like it's funny because I was like playing
also think-
Asteroids.
Well, I also think that the games for, if I remember correctly, the games for the 800
Were they more expensive?
they were more expensive games.
That could be. That could be what it was. Because
Mm-hmm.
because I was like I was the game, it comes with asteroids on it. It comes with like Missile Command, and I'm like playing
Mhm.
like the 800 version of Asteroids, and I'm like, I I never really liked the 2600 version of Asteroids. I know it was like your jam. You played the shit out of it, but man,
Mhm.
the 800 version of Asteroids is nice.
Yeah. Well, which is why I think the games were more expensive because they were more. They there was more that went into those games.
Eh,
weren't those
maybe.
games like $60?
We just lost Harro.
Oh no.
Yes.
I remember buying the games like off of the rack at Hills.
Yeah, I mean, games have always been expensive.
Yeah, they were like $60. I remember them.
Yeah, there was definitely like 50, $60 games back in the day, which would have been like ridiculously expensive.
Well, yeah, it was like
For
a freaking
sure.
computer.
Definitely. But then, see, the sweet thing was when I got my Commodore 64, all the games were on disc. And disc-based games were actually fairly inexpensive. Like, I
Because you
remember
can
getting like
copy
games for the
them.
Commodore like cheap.
Well, you can copy them.
hmm Well, I mean,
Whereas,
there
like,
was that too, but I mean, even if you bought them, they were pretty
yeah.
inexpensive.
Well, I think
Yeah.
it's the cost of the media.
Yeah. I
Oh
think
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what it
for
was.
sure. I mean,
It was
back
most
in the day, a,
definitely.
a ROM chip was
Per,
super expensive, but the Mylar that you used
Yeah,
in
it was like
floppy
super.
disk was like
It's
nothing.
Mylar and iron oxide. It's super cheap.
Yeah, super like pennies.
And they
but
probably also like if you try to use the discs now, they probably don't work.
Sure they do. At least mine do.
Oh,
At least the discs that I still have from back in the day. I have some D&D games,
Mm.
the gold box AD&D games, and
well, if you keep playing them, and they're eventually going to like not work.
they do work. Even my save game discs work, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean everything is. I have a
I'd
Kung
be,
Fu Flash
I would be,
cartridge, which is like
I would be transferring those games to like some other media and storing them.
yeah, I have them digital already. Like I have a Kung Fu Flash, which is
Uh-huh.
like basically a flash cart for your Commodore 64, and it reads all like you know, all the different types and stuff. But fun things. All right, let's get back over here. Dan, where are you?
I'm here. I just had to get off for a second.
Ew.
Whoa, not
Is
on
that why
stream,
you blacked out your camera?
Yes.
Save that for OnlyFans, bro. He's posting to the Patreon right now.
I had something in my teeth. I had
Your
to...
feet? Ew.
No,
God.
teeth.
Ah,
Teeth.
uh,
that is for OnlyFans.
definitely.
Hmm.
All right. So, just a short visit over here to our friend Argyle, who has stolen, commandeered the ship that he commandeered to begin with. Uh, and he packed up his stuff and is headed back home because he heard that home was under attack by the Sin, and he's got his wife and friends and his family. Everything is back there, and so Argyle is speeding back that way. Now, here's the interesting thing about faster than light travel.
Faster than life travel.
Yeah, faster than life.
You die instantly.
Yeah, you did exactly. So when you're like piloting, when you're just flying manually, like obviously that takes a lot of concentration, you're doing things. But once you've put in your coordinates into the navigation computer and set everything up and are traveling, at at in hyperspace.
Right. In FTL,
Hyperspace
right.
like.
What's that?
So what is it like exactly traveling faster than light?
It's
It's like going to the end of the universe.
exactly.
Yeah, you should know the
Going
most.
to enter the universe?
Hmm.
That's instantaneous.
It's like in all the old sci-fi and video games. Stars are coming towards you, and it's like
I thought.
all that stuff. But Argyle is gonna find that it's actually pretty boring because like once you set your coordinates, there's not really anything to do but kind of monitor things.
Mhm.
So for the first day, what is Argyle going to do?
Actually,
I mean, once he's actually like gotten far enough away from the Destiny, and he's pretty sure like, okay, I don't think there's anybody following me. I don't think I'm in any danger. Once the adrenaline kind of dies down, like what's he gonna do?
he's gonna set up a proximity alert.
See, that's
He's going.
unnecessary in going
Okay.
faster than light. You're like the navigation computers like navigating you around like asteroids and like space
Okay.
debris and stuff. You don't and as far as you're aware, nobody can track you either.
Argyle is hurt. So Argyle is going to do a lot of resting so that he can get himself back to full strength.
Is he gonna
Because he is.
mostly sleep in the pilot chair then,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
in the helm
With the thing on.
with the thing on? Okay, so Argyle's hurt. He's like mostly resting, doing his, just trying to chill out. And he's sitting there. Oh, it's tiring. And then out of the corner of his eye, he sees something in the air.
Okay, so he's been hooked to this thing for a while. He's hooked himself to this thing before.
Hmm.
He knows that
it causes weird shit to happen in his brain. So
So
he's
he's
not totally convinced that it's real, whatever he's seeing.
so he's kind of like blinking and stuff, and then he sees like a couple more, and then uh-oh. Is it flurrying in the
Fuck.
Sin ship? Wait,
Well,
it's not
if he
just
thinks it's
flurrying. It's like
if he
full
thinks
on snowing now.
if he thinks it's snowing, he's going to wake the fuck up at this point.
So he kind of jolts up. Does he jump up out of the chair?
He does aggression. Where's that bitch?
So he jumps up out of the chair. He's like looking around, and then
Yeah.
like when he
He
looks
like
around,
pulls his sword. I mean, he's like ready to go.
pulls mother. He looks around and realizes he's not in the Sin ship anymore. He's in a forest that looks like a forest from home, and it's a blizzard.
God damn it!
The return.
He knows this feeling all too well.
Ah.
And he's trying to orient himself. It's difficult because of the blizzard. It's cold. He's shivering with
Wait.
adrenaline, and
What's he wearing? What's he wearing?
he's wearing whatever he was wearing.
So he's got his suit on. Okay.
So if he's in like a modern suit, he's still wearing his
He's
like
wearing,
space
yeah,
suit.
he's wearing his modern suit. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's like, he's looking around, and then all of a sudden he hears, it sounds like a voice in the distance. Could it be? Could it be the voice of Elise? His wife?
He's gonna try to orient himself to where the voice is coming from.
He's looking around. He squints and he sees what looks to be kind of a shadow in the distance in the forest.
All right, so he's gonna bolt. He's not even he's not even gonna be cautious about it. He's bolting at this point.
So he's running through the forest. And finally he gets to the figure, and it looks to be like a robed woman. And when he gets to her, she turns around, and she has the face of Gretchen, Masha, Sasha. And when she turns around, she says the word Guile. And then Argyle doesn't even know why, but he says the word Asha, and then he wakes up. And he's on the Sin ship, and he's like cold sweat. There's no no snow. And then from behind him he hears, "Are you okay?"
What?
and
He swivels around in the chair.
and he swivels around, and wouldn't you know that Tonalon Oxenfree is standing directly behind him on
He didn't really have any kind of interaction with her though, did he?
He did not. Not really. Argyle is aware of the strays that his group picked up after like his race team picked up all these people. But that all happened afterwards, and like he really didn't get to interact with any of them. He just knows that they were on board the ship.
How did you get here? How did you even know I was gonna do this?
Well, I saw you packing, and you forgot something very important. So I decided to bring it to you.
What did I forget?
And she holds out, and in her hand, she's holding out towards you, is the little crystal statue of your parents, which is also the map.
Oh. Well. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for bringing this to me.
Of course.
Do you know how any... God, hold on. Oh,
He
goddamn.
coughs up a little bit of blood onto his shirt. Are you okay?
Not quite there yet for the Argyle
Yeah,
voice.
it's okay.
I have to say, I don't know that the Argyle voice is ever gonna fully come back.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, right. It's
ki-
cool.
it's kind of tough.
Do what you can.
Do you know how to work any of this stuff?
I'm sure I could figure it out. I've been on starships before. Maybe even piloted a few. How did
Well,
that turn out? It doesn't
do you
matter.
do you know where I'm headed?
You're going back to your home.
You know why, right?
There's some bad stuff going on there.
You're correct. And my wife and my family are there, and I'm going back to save them.
That's noble.
And you want to help me do that?
Why, sure. I'm a friender, and we're friends now.
I
I'm
don't think I've
Tanalana, and she like holds out her hand.
I don't think we've been properly introduced. I'm Argyle.
And he holds out his hand.
She shakes his hand with like both of her hands. They're
Mhm.
tiny on his like big
Mhm.
hands, and she's like, "Pleased to meet you."
Well, I need to rest. I didn't fully heal from the last time I fought.
Oh,
So
I found something downstairs.
There's a
And she holds
downstairs.
out. Yeah, there's a down under this thing. There's like a storage area,
Oh, okay. Okay.
and she holds out like she found a. It looks like a what. It's weird looking, but it looks like it's some sort of medical kit.
this'll help. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I'm gonna rest a little bit, but are you any good at fighting?
I've been in conflict before. I don't really like fighting. I'm really good at avoiding it.
That could be of use too.
Certainly.
All right, Tanalana. Let's go home.
Well, it's not my home, but I sure like to visit. You get some rest. I'm going to keep looking
Thank you.
around the ship.
Argyle turns back around, closes his eyes. He tucks the thing down. He's not going to use it quite yet. He wants to see how much he can get himself back before, because this is a good thing to have. So he
Right,
doesn't know
right,
what
right,
he
right.
need healing. So he's going to try to rest a little bit. Um, what does the computer say as my time to destination?
The computer says that well, let me ask you this. Are you, with the light speed, there are like many factors of it. Are you pushing the ship to its limit, or are
No,
you kind of okay? All right, okay, okay,
no,
okay.
no. Argyle understands that he can't push it to the limit, otherwise he won't have power, or he might damage the ship. He
Hmm.
does understand that. He's going at
Yeah. He knows that
Probably.
if you whip a horse and force it to
Yeah.
go, that fucking horse is eventually gonna die on you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He's probably got it at mid speed, at probably warp 5, warp 6, or whatever
Okay.
the
Okay. Gotcha.
well,
Gotcha.
whatever the equivalent in this world is. Yeah.
Yeah. So, that is gonna take him about 3 weeks.
Oh,
It's a pretty long journey home,
Okay.
but I'm assuming he had kind of planned for that already.
Yeah.
He
Hmm.
knew how long it took to get
Yeah.
from home. So
Yeah.
even making
Hmm.
stops and stuff. So he knew that
Right.
like a straight shot home it was going to take him some time.
Right. Right.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So that was Argyle.
You never know,
Now,
man. But you're headed home, man. You never. This might open it up. We might be able to get Nectosha back.
Nectosha, baby. All right. So, now on the way to the Zwario Wandi system, uh, I realized something the last time that that these characters disembarked. So let's see, we're gonna
Oh,
let's
excuse me. Mm.
that and have that. There we go. I'm just throwing up some graphics here, changing the scene. Because we got Thiwar Mary, Gothic Solus Ren, and Rumby. Now what I'd realized last time is that Derek's got like a pretty big ship. The other people are on the Explorer, which is not teeny tiny, but the problem is that the Explorer is not nearly as fast as Derek's ship, and also it's not very comfortable. Meaning that on the Explorer to Zwario Wandi, it's more than a week's travel, and you're packed in the Explorer for a week, which is doable, but it's like being like stuck in a sprinter van for like an entire week and not being able to go outside.
Ugh.
So, yeah. So it's a little bit tough. So Derek suggests, "Hey, what we can do, let's go ahead and rendezvous. I'll go ahead and attach, we can dock the Explorer onto the Marauder here, and you guys can come aboard my luxury ship and we can travel in style, and we'll get there in less than a week." So, is that amenable to everybody on the Explorer?
Sounds fine to me.
Derek actually has like full facilities. The Explorer does have a way for you to go to the bathroom, but it's not very private or very comfortable. You know, Derek has facilities in his in his ship, so you get a little bit more privacy. So that would mean that Thwar, Mary, Drake, Mike, Derek, of course, Guthix, Solus, Ren, Rumby, and Gigi, because she is also with you, are now aboard Derek's ship and headed to the Zwario Wandi system. Now, obviously, we can skip through travel, but you got about 5 days of travel. Is there anything that anyone just generally wants to do within that in that travel time.
Yes. Generally, Mary's gonna try to flirt.
Oh God.
With Derek.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's amusing. Okay. So we know Mary's flirting. What about Thiwar? Thiwar got lots of expertise. What's my man doing?
Expertise in what?
Oh, he's got expertise in communication and all that kind of thing. I don't know. He's a
You gonna
smart
perform
guy.
a concert for us while we're just
Perform a
hanging out?
concert. Yeah, he could do all kinds of things.
Sure. Making sure what is the objective of this ship?
So there's kind of two different groups on this ship. There's one group that is basically led by Gothics, that the idea is we just need to get to a planet with some like trees and some life and shit so that we can do this ritual that might allow us to pinpoint Anya and lore.
Okay.
So that's one group. The second group is that this is where Drake's intelligence has pointed him as
Oh, the
being
bar
the
group.
location of the Gengar 3 ship that has possibly been turned into some sort of a restaurant, maybe a mob-owned restaurant. That's kind of the information that he has, is that is also in this system.
Gotcha. Okay. That's what I was missing.
Mhm.
I don't know if Thrar really has anything specific. Maybe Noodle on a song, titled "Where Is Anya?"
Where is like
Conceptually, something around those ideas.
right. Got it. All right. What about Gothics and Solus?
I think Gothics will generally just chat with the group, especially GG and Zemeth, about like nature things and like past and like history and stuff like that. And Solus will probably train with Drake. Is Drake's here, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Yeah,
Drake is
Drake
with
and
you.
Guy and the group and
Well,
yeah,
Guy's not with you. Drake and let's see, the NPCs are
Derek.
Drake, Mike, Derek, and Gigi. Yeah.
Ah, then he will train with them.
Okay.
And Derek. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Derek.
said Derek. Never mind.
I said Derek. What
In
about?
fact, Solus is going to awkwardly, unintentionally third wheel and cock block
Oh.
Derek and for a majority of the week.
Nice. Excellent. What about Ren?
Ren is
Harro?
actually gonna fourth wheel.
Like, hey guys, how's it going over here?
Goddamn.
Perfect. And then we got Rumby. What's Rumby doing?
Rumby's playing around looking for stuff to get into to cause problems.
Of course he is.
For a whole week.
As usual, right?
That's the usual.
Oh man,
Excellent.
Derek's probably got some alcohol on that bitch.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Derek definitely has some alcohol. Oh no, is that what this group is gonna do? Is this group gonna have like a party at
A
some
party
point?
for a week while we're traveling.
Oh no.
It's on autopilot anyway. It's fine.
Oh
God.
no.
Oh my
Let's
God.
see. That's actually
Rumby's
kind
going to
of.
wait till everyone else gets drunk and he's going to take control of the ship.
Oh god. No, the ship is on autopilot.
No, but Rumby's going to think he's in control of the ship.
he's
He's gonna take it to the end of the universe. Is
And
that
to
Yes.
what's
the
going on?
end of the universe. Oh
Everyone's
my
gonna be drinking.
goodness.
He's gonna think that he's flying the ship with his mind.
And who's to say that he isn't? You know, I mean, who's to say? So
Mary.
so let's see
She's
here.
actually to say she has none of this.
So it turns out that Derek hasn't had a good party in a while. So he's like 1,000% down for a party. He
God.
needs Thiwar to make a song. He's gonna get some drinks going, and go ahead and have
Of course you got
Mary.
Gigi. You got Gigi on this thing too.
Gigi is there, yeah, yeah. She's got a full catalog. She's probably she's probably helping produce whatever song.
Okay, so it did it again.
It did it again. Yeah, I just saw that.
It did it, but I mean the she actually still made her check.
Yeah.
Barely, but she made her check.
Exactly. Now let's get some charisma checks from the cock blocks. Let's get a
God.
we'll see. These will be charisma the cock block / party checks. So let's get a Solus party check and a
Oh God.
a
Oh
Ren
God.
party check. Oh man, Solus,
Oh,
the life of the party. Let's get a charisma check from Ren as well. Hell, let's get a charisma check from everybody. We really let's see how lit
see
things
how
are
we're
gonna
messing.
be.
Okay.
Of course, Mary's somewhat awkward.
Oh. Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh.
uh,
Every
all
time
Man,
right.
that dice
That
is
dice.
rolling like
That dice
that
is
dice
going
is
crazy.
crazy.
It's doing some crazy stuff.
Instead
All
of
right.
playing party music, I'm gonna put on like Backyardigans or like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse,
Yeah.
like every like 10 minutes or something.
It's baroque. That's what it's baroque music. It's
It's
just
Baroque
this
it's
Classic.
likely with a score like that you accidentally just got blasted and kind of stayed that way for the majority of the time. Yeah, Gothics parties like this, they've gotten to Gothics in the past, and I do recall some in the pre-campaign before we were recording. Gothics could sometimes cut loose, so we're gonna say that he probably gets to just mad sloppy drunk as well.
Well, no, he's probably high as fuck.
Yeah, he's more of a high kind of partier.
True,
He's
true.
he's probably high as fuck. Although we need a
He
roll
gets a
for
little too high.
He's
for
actually in
Sarth.
another dimension with Sarth. Yeah.
We actually need a Sarth roll to see what Sarth does.
Oh yeah, Sarth is what did he actually? That's proving that they are truly in sync. Sarth also rolled an 11, so
Oh,
they're vibing together,
cool.
and Derek and his ship, it's just a party ship. It's just going, and things get a little bit out of control. Eventually, of course, you begin to get into proximity this this system, this Wario Wandi system. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Disappeared for a second, and you can see that the system is made up. It's coming on the sensors as 4 planets. as you're getting information about the system, the outer two most planets is actually some sort of a binary planet where they circle each other while circling the sun. Both of those planets are reported to be dead planetoids, so no inhabitants, Zur and Kerr. The second planet from the sun is the main planet, called Zwariowandi. It is a massive gas giant that apparently has
You're a
s-
massive gas giant.
you know that I am, has floating disk cities, uh, and it seems like the primary export there is gases and elements farmed from this giant planet. The final planet closest to the sun is called Dart. And the information that you're getting on it is that it is Dart, the planet of exile. Huh.
Is it
Oh,
blue?
it's not blue. It's actually like purple.
Damn. It's been a
Yeah.
long time since I've had a blue dart.
Yeah. So as you're heading towards the system, um, Derek's kind of like brought things up on the monitor, and he's like, "Oh, my head. Mm. Uh, it looks like there's only a couple planets in this system. Those first two don't seem to be of any interest. I got this gas giant, this Swariowandi here. Looks like uh 500 million population. It's pretty small for such a big place, but I guess the surface cities are not the full area of the planet. Start is interesting here. It says there's all kinds of warnings about the magnetic field. Danger, warnings. What is all this stuff? It's kind of like looking through. And then there's a proximity alert that you're crossing into the heliosphere of this star system. When that happens, there's another alert, and you hear, "Welcome to the Zwariowandi system. Please state your destination, as we will be able to further help you." Uh, Copy that. Give me just a minute. Okay, you have 1 minute. Uh, hmm. All right. What do you think, guys?
Well, should we disengage our ships and then we go about our business? Are we all going to the same planet?
That's a good question.
Maybe we should all go to the restaurant first, disengage the ships there, and then our group can head to. I guess Dart is the only other world. Is the
That's what it seems like. We are looking for a restaurant on Zwariowandi, I suppose. state the restaurant name? Ge- Gangra 3? There is no record of that restaurant on Zoriawandi. Would you like a list of other restaurants? And there's this like whole list of restaurants.
Every restaurant in the world.
Sure. Well, what do you think?
Sounds
Does
like we
the
have
list
some
have-
exploring to do.
Yeah, does the list have visual, does it show like what the restaurants look like?
You can select the restaurants and then like kind of blow it up, as you
Drake,
do.
come here.
Yeah, what's up, mama?
Well, it can't look too terribly dissimilar from the Ganger, can it?
Well, I guess not. But I didn't get any visual information on it, so I don't really know. Maybe we should just go down to one of those their cities or restaurants or whatever. Maybe we can get more information, when we're down there.
Possibly so. Once we're there, we can split at that point. You boys can go find your restaurant, and I can take these guys to do their uh,
Ritual?
ritual.
Yes.
Zwariwandi, this is Marauder. Do you have any districts in any of these?
Recommendations.
Do you have any districts in any of these cities that are primarily for entertainment that might include several high-profile restaurants?
Solus chimes in the back. Yeah, I want Mexican. Is there any Mexican restaurant?
that would be Rumby.
Yeah. The Solus is like, hey, find out if they've got a Mutterburger. People are yelling things out. He's like, oh yes,
Gothics
one
in
of the
there
main
like,
cities.
Vegetarian.
Yeah. Prime City Wandi has an excellent restaurant district. Engaging there, will you hand over your controls so that we can make for a smooth landing? Yeah, I guess so. We'll do that. Thank you for visiting Zwario Wandi. And now, and all of a sudden, what I can only describe is ads start to come up
Oh god.
for
God.
like various restaurants and like resorts and like
Oh
things.
God.
Mute.
It's like every time I like X one out, there's another one behind it. So the you begin to make your way towards the planet Zwario Wandi, and Derek feels happy that he decided to uh, hand over control because piloting in these gases is quite difficult. And
So
you can
that's what she said.
yeah, you can see that this planet it doesn't seem to actually have a solid surface. It's like our own gas giants. It's like Jupiter, basically, with these like saucers kind of floating on the top of it. Not anything like Cloud City whatsoever.
No,
At
I was
all.
gonna say.
Not even
Say
close.
nobody there is gonna alter any deal.
Yeah, nobody's altering deals. Nothing like that. Of
Yeah.
course not. Why would they?
Hmm.
All right. So you finally make it to a docking port in the in the prime city, Wandy, and
This guy comes out. Ha! No, Derek, old buddy. He's dressed in blue. He's got this guy with a little thing on his head.
yeah,
Another guy
at this point,
another guy in the background is carrying a rice maker.
yeah, right, exactly. At this point, nobody comes to greet you. Derek parks the. You actually have to disengage in order to fit both ships. Derek parks the his Marauder, and Mike parks the Explorer in this bay. And what are you gonna do? I guess it's time to disengage and check some stuff out, huh?
Yes, although I'm rather concerned. It seems that there's not really a planet here that best suits our needs. For the ritual, that is.
What about
Uh,
Dart?
We'll have to gather more information.
I got a splitting headache, and I'm hungry as hell. So maybe we should find a restaurant, and maybe we can also find some information.
No, that was the other group.
Ladies. So is everyone disembarking from the ships?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the entire group disembarks the two ships. You kind of lock things up, and there's actually like a code that you have to lock the bay. Derek goes ahead and he springs for the slip fee essentially, and he's like, "All right, I went ahead and paid for a week. If we need any more than that, we might have to dip into some of your reserves. Let's eat."
Yeah, sounds good. I'm starving.
All right.
So you open the door to the bay, and you walk out onto a moving floor. Kind of a, what do they call those things? They have them in airports. It's not like an escalator, but it's just like the floor that like moves forward. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
The fucking
yeah.
floors, yeah. So
Yeah,
you're
like
like
in airports.
yeah, like you stand, you get out on it, and the floor is like moving forward, and people are, "Whoa, what the hell is weird?" And then before you know it, um, you're in kind of like a what essentially looks like a giant mall, a giant arcade. Essentially, it's an open space with lots of people and lots of things, and you start to smell all kinds of interesting smells. Some appetizing, some not. Um, but there are a lot of people here, and a lot of different people. So various races and species of all types. And you only walk for like maybe a minute before like people are stopping. People are like, you can hear like people talking and being like, "That's right, it's them." There's like you're definitely, your whole group is like getting a reaction, and you're still kind of walking, and then this little kid comes up to Solus and like tugs on like the bottom of his robe.
God.
Hello. What can I do for you, little one?
This little kid, he holds up this thing.
My name is Solus.
it's on a board. It's on like a cardboard board, and it's got this little bubble poking out from it. And in the bubble looks to be a miniature replica of the roller skate, the boot.
That's funny.
And it has, and the back has Solus's face on it, and it says I am Solus. And the kid, he holds it up to you, and then in his other hand he's got what looks to be some sort of a writing implement.
Sure. Solus kind of gets what's happening, so he signs the bubble thing.
He like
Little
signs it and he gives it back to the kid, and the kid goes and then he like runs away shyly. And Drake's like hit the big time. Damn, those toys came out quick.
Yeah,
Crazy thing
yeah.
is, Solus is more popular now, apparently, than what's his face?
No, because you're definitely getting attention for that too. The fact that you have Thiwar, Hans Proner, Rhyme Crime is in attendance. GG is with them. It's
Mhm.
like this like famous person entourage. It's like this
Right.
so you're kind of like walking through and people are definitely like every now and again you hear somebody like yell, "I am soulless," like, or like people are like singing like one of the songs. What was the last song? What was the most recent one? Pickup trucks and
Dirt roads and rocket
dirt
ships.
roads and rocket ships. That's what it was. People are like singing dirt roads and rocket ships and it's you're yeah, you're kind of like there's a little bit of a scene. Like people are actually like now starting now that little kid started kind of a trend that people are kind of coming up and asking for like Thwar's autograph and Hans and Rhyme and there's you also get some people that are like patting you on the back or like that are like, yeah, like that was, fuck the establishment. There's all kinds. So it's a very weird situation. Um, but you're kind of walking along, and like I said, there's all kinds of fancy looking restaurants. This place has a very similar feel to the Luxy liner that you were on before going down to the race. There's like it's very clean, um, very modern, and lots of establishments, lots of people. Uh, so you starting to look around. Are you going to just pick a place at random? Are you kind of looking for anything specific? Are you going to
Uh,
talk to any of these people other than the just standard, stuff that they want to talk about? Fan geeking out.
right. I think Solus is kind of surprised. He kind of forgot that his notoriety spreads far and wide now. Um, so
Well, this is, I
is
mean, the first time that he's maybe even realizing that. Because it's like he kind of like knew in a way that like everything was going to be broadcast and that people were going to see him. And like, but before it was just the moon of Escrito. This is the first time he's been away from the race in a totally different star system, and it's like, oh, that was really quick.
right. Uh,
Is anybody
guys,
paying attention to Drake?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, Drake is getting attention too.
Okay.
Like the
Yeah.
whole group is kind of getting some attention. Like I mean even Derek, people know who Derek is. Like there's the I mean, even the kind of the minor people, even if like they, for example, like Mary, even if like some people don't know who Mary is, just the fact that she's with everybody else is, you know what I mean? It makes her seem like important. People are interested, like they think she's a celebrity.
So, what should we do, guys?
Uh, begin the search for the bar, but I don't know how we can use this to help our search, other than having more people to ask. Or more agreeable people.
Well, perhaps we should just find a place to eat and make our way quickly so we don't draw too much of a scene, more than we already have.
So then are you gonna like just pick a close whatever's close and like beeline to like wherever you can get to the fastest?
Sure, but not after a game of well, what do you want to eat? I don't know. What about this place?
Yeah.
No, I'm not feeling that. No, what about this place? But yeah.
All right. So you pick a close by restaurant and it looks like it's a fairly fancy affair. When you get to into the restaurant, um, you see you're greeted by this fellow here. He uh, he he makes what you think is a smile, and he says, "Ah, celebrities, excellent. Ah, my name is Zovert Corinza, and welcome to my establishment. I have a VIP table for you. We're clearing it right now. Come this way." And he escorts you back to this corner table. You notice that a lot of the beings in here are some sort of lizard man, essentially, which is what this guy clearly is. And but he's very polite. He's also very tall. He's about 7 foot tall, and he escorts you to this great big corner table that's got like a velvet rope. He like unhooks the rope, and you kind of step up into a little step and like get around this table. And he's like, "Your server will be with you shortly. Is there anything that I can help you with before they come?"
Yeah. We do appreciate your business, but we've also come looking for this restaurant that uh Drake, how do I describe this? You should probably know it best.
Uh, well, you know who I am, right? Yes, of course, Mr. Tungsten. So, you know the the, the big robot. I used to be a part of that team, right? But of course, sir. The left arm, the green one. My pal Fizz used to pilot that. I have heard that it's somewhere around here as a restaurant. And as a restaurateur such as yourself, I'm sure you'd be very familiar with the competition, right?
Of course I am. However, I've not heard of this restaurant. You say it is the Green Arm?
Well, that's what I heard anyway. Being, well, I'm looking for it for nostalgic reasons because, uh, you know,
Yes, I understand.
and,
Not like the news is everywhere that the other ganger was stolen out of the
yeah,
sky.
right. And, you know, if, you could be discreet, there's something a little extra in it for you, if you know what I mean.
Ah, yes. Well, let me look into that for you. I'll come back at the end of the meal. Please enjoy yourself at my establishment.
And, he walks away. I don't know, what do you think?
Yeah, I was thinking of getting the number 5, but this number 16 looks pretty good too.
Oh, the soup though.
Oh, the soup.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's full of lizard people. Why are there only bugs on this menu?
There are a lot of bugs and a lot of weird stuff on the menu. Most of it seems unfamiliar, so you're kind of in uncharted territory. And then your server shows up.
Hello.
So I can guarantee you this one's gonna come back to the ship with us already.
Somebody's and Drake's like, hey there. She introduces herself as what was her name? She introduces herself as Varvra Hing.
My name is Varvra Hing. I will be your server today. I recommend the plow.
And she says it just like that, in the most unappetizing way ever. Though Drake seems still very interested.
Oh, the paw, really? Could you tell me about this?
Yes. Yes. We serve it live.
Oh,
It's a
really?
favorite here.
I'm interested. Let me try that.
Alright. So, you,
Mary's
everybody
a little
puts,
green. She's just like, just have a salad.
yeah. Yes. Oh, salad. We've got it for you. With sauce.
Delicious. My favorite.
Excellent. Does anyone try and engage the server about anything other than food?
Yes. Excuse Miss. Was it Hing?
Yes.
I was hoping to do. I was hoping to do some research around here. Is there a library or some kind of information district, perhaps?
Yes, of course. There is uh, there is a media center, maybe about 3 blocks from here. Let me show you. And she like kind of brings up a little map, kind of like a little 3D map, and she says, "If you have a multi, I can go ahead and transfer it to you."
Yes, please. That would be most amenable.
She takes her multi and she taps it up against yours, and you get a little transfer of the map to the 32nd District Media Center.
I gotta drop out.
All right, we're getting ready to close to quit anyway. It's almost 10:30, so good night, dude.
Night.
See you, Jay.
Later, man. Gothics.
So
That media center might be able to help us find a place where we can do the ritual.
Yes, that is what I was thinking as well. It would also help us, find our other things like the restaurant. But for now, let's eat.
all right, with this new information, you begin to enjoy your meal, and Drake Tungsten is going to shoot his shot.
Ew.
And he
With the server?
yeah, of course.
Nice.
He
This is-
overshoots.
And yeah, he definitely overshoots, and he starts out well enough, but he just keeps talking, and it just keeps getting worse and worse, and she goes from smiling to avoiding Drake's side of the table at any cost when she comes to bring back drinks and stuff. And yeah, it's well, it's not great. But I think that's a great place for us to stop. We got a lot covered today, and yeah. So what do you guys think?
Seems like good
Interesting.
progress.
I agree.
Yeah, I am.
Argyle has found a new friend.
Argyle has a new friend. The other group has a new mission, and this group is well on their way to hopefully finding out some information. And next time on Up and Away, Volume 3, will Drake get some booty? Probably not.
Sorry,
Will
buddy.
Yeah. Will the group that needs to do their ritual? I forgot. I kept forgetting the Zemeth is with you too. The group that needs to do their ritual, will they find a suitable place where they can commune with nature and with Sarth to find the location of lore and captured or rogue Anya? Find out next time. And all that stuff. My end screen here. Yeah, good things.
All right. Next
Well,
time.
yes.
And don't forget
Any
to like and subscribe and all that other jazz.
exactly. Any final words, gentlemen?
Not really. Another
God
good
damn
session.
Gretchen. God damn it, Gretchen, snow and all this bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Return
It
of
is
Argyle
back.
going mental. The snow.
Wait a
Fun
minute.
stuff.
You said Guile and what?
Asha.
Asha.
Guile and Asha.
I didn't say that,
Yeah.
but yeah,
No,
No,
that's
the
what he
wa-
ordered.
that's what the waitress said actually.
that yes, that is what the waitress said. Pretty much. Well, we have been the Dicks in the Dark. Thanks for watching. If you're still here, again, like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff, and join us next week for the next exciting episode of Up and Away. We'll we'll be seeing you. Goodbye.
See ya.
Later.
Fun stuff ahead. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Next
There's a lot going on here.